Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. First of all, thank you, Tracy and Shanton, for giving the opportunity to me today to actually share my career journey from being a graduate at University of Melbourne to where I am now. I'm really excited to share this journey with all of you and touch upon some importance of networking, which has really helped me in my career journey. Apologies, I am not there physically with you, given the current situation and the circumstances, but I wish well to all of you and stay safe. I've prepared a small presentation for all of you, so let's probably get into that, and I'll take you through the slides one by one and share my journey with you. This is one quote I would say: patience is a key element of success. This has really worked for me. So, if sometimes things take their own time, but it's important to voice out your opinion and your thoughts with the broader set of people. It is really important, and I think that has worked for me. I'll move on. Right. This timeline, which all of you see, is my career journey starting from July of 2009, where I reached Melbourne to do my Masters of Information Systems. This seems to be okay. Sorry. So, starting out in July 2009, coming all the way from New Delhi, India, to a brand new place, Australia, as an international student, it was definitely a daunting task, just in terms of change of country, change of mindset, change of people, change of weather. Indeed, it was a really learning and a challenging journey. I'll come down to December 2010, where I was halfway through my course. I remember going to one of the career fairs at the Royal Exhibition Building, and then followed by one which was conducted within the campus area. And there were many employers who came, who wanted to hire prospective graduates, smart people like us. I stumbled upon the firm Accenture. Honestly, I had not heard about Accenture, but I knew that consulting slash a professional services is something that I would want to get into, and that that decision or that thought came from my previous work experience in India, where I was doing a lot of client interaction at a retail bank in India. I enjoyed that. It gave me the motivation, it had the challenges. So, that is something I kept in my mind, that after finishing my graduation, I would want to get into consulting side, given that it has a lot of client engagement, a lot of stakeholder management, and a lot of interaction with the client and being out there. I applied online. I had a chat with the graduate recruitment coordinator or the manager. I applied. They encouraged me to apply. I applied online. I had three sets of interview, even for the internship. I got lucky, got into working in a global management consulting firm in Singapore. And there were two folds why I chose that opportunity. I wanted to see what working in an international region is, and Singapore is a regional hub for Asia Pacific and it definitely gave me a lot of breadth and a lot of exposure early on. Not saying that people who start looking at internships here locally are any disadvantage, completely not, but it was just my personal view that I wanted to see more global scale of work. After spending 3 months in Singapore, I came back to complete my master's. I completed in June 2011, and then the daunting task started as to let's look at potential employers and let's look at my networks. How can I get my first job after being a graduate from the University of Melbourne and who has just completed Masters of Information Systems with previous experience in India and 3 months of internship with Accenture. So I started applying to different roles. Again, I did go back to the career fairs, started to talk to my the network which I had. Some of them were friends who had graduated before me. Some of them I knew from them as an extended network. The lecturers, for example, Shenton, I used to have mentoring sessions with him. Then the parallel thing I was juggling was that I had to apply for my permanent residency, and that did seem to be a bit of a bottleneck for me. I'm being very honest here, and I'm sure some of you might be in that boat. But again, I would say hang on to your patience. You'll get there. Fortunately, I reached back to Accenture Singapore and I had another set of round of interviews with them. My career coach there during my internship had put in a recommendation for me, and I did well in the interviews. I hope because I got the job then. So after working for them for 3 months, I got lucky with an opportunity and I got a full time role as an analyst as part of Accenture in Singapore. I think I still remember having that chat with Shanton when I graduated and when I got the offer that should I accept the offer and move countries or I should just stay within Australia because that is where I wanted to stay and move on in my professional life. Again, opportunities happen once in a lifetime. I took the offer. I went on to Singapore. I did 5+ years with Accenture. Fantastic, fantastic experience. I was working with the Australia and the New Zealand office. I was working with the Singapore office, the Malaysia office, the US office, the London office. I think the global projects I was involved with gave me a great horizon and a fantastic opportunity to learn in, I'd say, 5 years. Some great mentors and some great people, some smart people to learn from. So I'll take a pause here and I'll move on to the last leg of April 2017 a little later. But what I want to focus on is your networks are definitely important. Don't undermine the importance there. But if you get an opportunity which you think that you is out of your comfort zone or you haven't even thought about it, take 2 steps back, think from a broader perspective, talk to your family, talk to your friends, talk to your mentors and the lecturers in the university and get a different perspective of looking at things. And that's what I did and worked for me. But in heart, I knew that I wanted to come back. It's because personally I wanted to be here, grow here. I've got family and friends here, so I've always wanted to come back, and that triggered my move back to Melbourne in 2016. It took me a year basically to again dig out my networks, see who's doing what, where is he placed or she's placed. And fortunately enough, well, I was also trying through Accenture to get back to the Melbourne office, but it was just the timing that it did not work. Fortunately, I had a friend who was doing an engineering degree in University of Melbourne at the time when I was doing. He was in Singapore for a brief period of time when I was there, but then he relocated back to Melbourne and now he's based in Sydney. His brother worked and is still working with Deloitte, and at that time it was just a casual conversation with a friend with that friend of mine saying that, look, I am looking to come back and I'm basically looking for opportunities. And he's like, look, my brother is in Deloitte, and why don't you just shoot a copy of your CV to him and let's see what can be done. And bang, next thing I know, within I think 2 or 3 months, I was back in Melbourne, and since then I've been with Deloitte and enjoying the journey from Singapore to Melbourne, from a global management consulting to a big four now. I think it's been a roller coaster ride. It's really been enjoyable. Every day is a new day, and I would say network and things would happen to you. And on that note, I'm going to move forward and share my advice and what importance networking has. Let's start with what exactly networking is. It's basically establishing long-term relationships with the people you meet. Now, whether they can be your friends, your family, your mentors, lecturers at the university, some guest lectures, what you attend, people like me, the alumni, get in touch with the university regularly. You must have heard about the journey that Evie shared, that she went through. They're all part of your network, and it's a slow process of getting in touch, making sure that you share with them your thoughts and what you want to do. That's really important. Now, why is it important? I would say looking at potential opportunities where you want to go, and always remember that networking also makes you tap those jobs and opportunities which sometimes are not available on LinkedIn, on Seek, or any other job site. Moreover, it is also an opportunity to look at advice and information, and also meeting prospective mentors. Now, how can you actually do networking, be a part of it? What I did, I went to career fairs, events in the in the university, look at other avenues which where career events or fairs are there. Reach out to your alumni, reach out to your friends who are in in the industry, in the workforce. Find out what the graduate programs are. When do they start? When can you start applying for them? Start having those conversations with the people you know. And if you don't, try and get into the habit of seeking who else can you approach in terms of building out your network. Again, the industry guest lectures which the university has, they are a good source of your networks. Look at some of the professional community events like the Engineering Australia or Australian Computer Society. I did attend a few of those events. And then finally there is LinkedIn. That's a great and a powerful tool for networking. And feel free to add someone if you met them on an event or a community event. go back, write down a message. Sorry, guys, there has to be a part to do this because the tool which I'm using just allows me to record for 15 minutes and I ran over. So, what I was saying was that feel free to use the powerful tool which is LinkedIn. If you meet anybody, feel free to send the invites to them, write a personal message, and feel free to connect with them. With that, I am moving to the last slide. I've given, so if you click on connect with me on LinkedIn, it will take you to my LinkedIn profile. I'm happy to connect with you all and looking forward to that connection. So, and a big thank you to all of you. Stay safe given the current situation. As you can see, I'm here sitting in my casuals working from home. It's been almost a week now. I hope that the situation remains stable and gets to an improvement path. All right, guys, good luck. Um, and feel free to connect with me. All right, see you. Bye bye.